So one of the ways that teachers are empowered and the achievement can be better gained from students is if I have a certain thing I'm going to teach. I'm going to teach you sounds. I'm going to teach you sounds over time. That I have a certain routine that I use for introducing those sounds. So it might be very simple where I say the sound, then we say the sound, then you say the sound, then we practice it with other letters. But the next time I have a sound introduced, I'm doing it the same way. I say the sound, and we say the sound, then you say the sound, then we practice with other letters. Now, the benefit of this, and that's an example from like primary grades, but even if I'm teaching middle school, maybe I'm a middle school social studies teacher, and I have to teach vocabulary every week. And I have a routine that I write the word down, I introduce the word, and the students put it in their log, and then I introduce a student-friendly explanation, and they put it in their log, and then I give them lots of examples of it, and then I check their understanding by asking them questions. And every time I introduce words, I'm using the same steps. And the benefit is, number one, to the teacher. They get that down. It's empowering to them because they can use it with some automaticity and some seamless flow. So they are definitely empowered. But the students are also empowered because they don't have to keep thinking, what's the teacher doing here? Go back to that secondary example. The kids know after the word's going to be introduced, we're going to write it in our log. After the definition has been introduced, we're going to put it in our own words. Then the teacher's going to give us examples, ask us questions, so that students are so familiar with the way it's proceeding, they can put all of their thoughtfulness on the content rather than on the task. So that's where we want their thoughts to be. So basically, teachers and students benefit. Now, the kids, some students probably could thrive even without it. But students that are at risk, Tier 2, Tier 3, students really benefit from instructional routines because then they are more confident, they know what they're doing. And so they're more likely to be able to participate fully.
Story Champs was designed for teaching story structure to young kids. We hope that this knowledge of story structure helps children further develop literacy and language skills. So in the first step, I model the story, and then I place icons on the corresponding pictures. The purpose of this is to teach children that stories have an identifiable pattern. If you're ready to play Story Champs, say yay, Story Champs! Yay, I saw everybody, you guys are so ready! Boys and girls, you're going to have to tell this story yourself, so make sure you listen carefully, okay? Yesterday, David went to the doctor's office. David got a shot in his arm and a shot in his leg. David was sad because the shots hurt. Then he asked the doctor for a treat because he knew it would make him feel better. The doctor said, "Sure, here's a lollipop." And after he ate his lollipop, David felt much better. Everybody, what part of the story is this? Get ready. 1, 2, 3. Character! Very nice. What part of the story is this one right here, boys and girls? Get ready. 1, 2, 3. Problem! Very nice. What part of the story is this one? Get ready. 1, 2, 3. Feeling! That's right! Before I ask the kids to tell the story themselves, I have to repeat it again. They need to hear it at least another time. So in this step, we play a game called Story Gestures. While I tell the story, they do gestures that correspond to the parts of the stories. All right, boys and girls, we're gonna play Story Gestures. We're gonna play Story Gestures, okay? Yesterday, David had to go to the doctor's office. Okay, that's right, there's David. He's our character. The doctor gave him a shot in the arm and in the leg. That's right, it's a problem. That's a problem. Right. In the team retell, the whole class acts as a team. This particular step is important because they're not quite ready to tell the whole story beginning to end by themselves. So they get the help from, they're working together to tell the story. Okay, your turn. Tell me, everybody think about it, okay? Mouth's quiet. This is your turn to think about it, okay? Think about who our character is. Who's this story about? Shh, shh, shh. What's his name? Daniel. Who's this guy right here? Do you remember him?
David.
That's right. His name is David. Everybody say David with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. David! That's right. David is our character. Okay, everybody think about it. Partner retell. This is my favorite part. The best thing I like about this is that the children get their award and they shine as, fantastic storytellers and individually as storytellers. You know what we're going to do now? We're going to send you off to do your partner with champ checks, okay? Julio, you're going to go with Miss Katie, okay? Come here, Julio. You're going to be the champ checker first, okay, buddy?
He needed to get a scratch on his arm and on his leg.
During the partner retell, I walk around to make sure that the kids who need the additional support are getting it.
Then he got in a shot.
Yep, check that. She said he got a shot.
Then he feels sad because it hurts.
That's right.
Then he asked the doctor, "Can I have a lollipop?"
Check.
Then he ate it up.
The champ ceremony finalizes this team spirit in the program. Okay, everybody give yourselves a round of applause. All right, now tell me, if you guys are story champs, say yay, story champs.
Yay!
What, everyone? Discard and indistinct and absurd and curtail. So I'm going to tell you about one of these, and you're going to think, is it word number 1, word number 2, word number 3, word number 4? But you're not going to hold it up in the air right away. You're going to put it on the table so I can see it, and then I'll say, show me. Okay, so I'm thinking of a word here that means very silly. And show me the number on your table. And show me in the air. Okay, and the word is what, everyone? Absurd. So if something's really, really silly, ridiculous, another word for it is what, everyone? Absurd. Hey, and if I stop smoking, or at least cut back on my smoking, what verb are we talking about? Look at the words. Show me in the air. And it is number 4, which is what word, everyone? Curtail. So if I quit smoking, I curtail my smoking. If I quit drinking soda, I curtail my drinking of soda. Okay, and thinking here, to get rid of the box that a printer came in, what word is it? Form it on your table. Show me in the air. And the word is? Discard. Excellent. Last one. Oh, not quite yet. Really, 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 really ridiculous. Don't get fooled. And find the word, form it on your table. And that is what word, everyone? Absurd. Absurd. And last one. That you can't really tell who's in the picture. We take a picture of you, we can't really tell who is in the class. And show me in the air. It is what word, everyone? Oh, I need everybody. Indistinct. Beautiful job.
In the following clip, note how Ms. Hutchins is explicitly teaching using examples and non-examples. Also, within the same lesson, she is modeling and providing lots of opportunities for students to respond.
playing cards are really good examples of point symmetry. Let me show you one that is a perfect example, and then we can look at ones that are, or you can tell me ones that are not examples. This is an example of a playing card that does have point symmetry. It does have point symmetry because if you pick it up and turn it upside down, it looks exactly the same. Does that make sense? Yeah. So this jack looks exactly the same upside down as it does right side up. Now let me tell you something that's commonly confused with point symmetry. Some people want to say if you flip it or reflect it down, if it looks the same. That's not how it works. You have to be able to turn it upside down, not flip it. So let me show you some more and you can tell me if they have point symmetry. What about this 4 of hearts?
Yes.
Does it look exactly the same when I turn it upside down?
Yes.
It absolutely does. It has point symmetry. What about this guy right here, the 8 of clubs? I call it puppy feet.
No.
Why does this one not work?
Because it has more upside down.
Right, these two right here, when you flip it around, they don't look exactly the same. Does that make sense?